Hi, it's Ivan Butko and the project Thank You Dubai. The goal of this project is to inspire and encourage people from all around the world to come to work, to live and to invest in Dubai. We are taking interviews of successful people in Dubai and we'll be sharing this video with you. Today I'm interviewing top managers of Banke International Properties, Mr. Niraj Masan and Piyush Junjunwala. They will share a story of their success, meeting Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and how taxi driver changed all their life in Dubai. If you have a success story in Dubai, please contact us and we will be happy to have you as a part of our project. Thank you, Dubai. Can you please introduce yourself, cover a little bit of your background?
Come from India, Mumbai city. I've done my business management from Mumbai, and in 2001, and over the last 15 years, I've been doing sales, and perhaps there was a lot of travel and all in Dubai. I've traveled Middle East, Africa. So, but then real estate was booming in Dubai
in
2007.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I came to Dubai in 2006, but 2007 real estate was booming. Everyone, even from the taxi driver driving around, they all talking about real estate. So whenever I used to go to the airport, one of the taxi driver who was dropping me to the airport in 2007 early, which I was going to Qatar for a meeting, he's saying, why don't you look at buying a property here? And he was advising me, he's giving me a business card of his wherein he is an advisor, wherein he's taking me, saying, why don't you contact this guy? You can buy some good properties here and you can make double your money in 2 months time. I said, wow. So that's where I was inspired by property in Dubai, and I managed to basically join one of the biggest real estate brokerage company in 2007. Okay, and that's where the life begins in Dubai. Yeah.
Thank you. And your story?
My name is Niraj Masand. I have been in Dubai since 2004. I've always known only property. So even back home, I come originally from Mumbai, India. And back home as well, I was working for Jones Lang LaSalle and Cushman and Wakefield, which are international property consultants. And that sort of led me to move to Dubai because I was given to understand that the property market had opened up in Dubai, the freehold sector had opened up in Dubai. So I moved to Dubai in 2004 and I started off my career in Dubai with Better Homes, and then after that I spent a few years with Emaar before Porush and I set up Banke. Banke, as you all know, is a boutique real estate brokerage firm which we set back in 2013. With the primary goal that we'd like to create a homegrown brand, the likes of a JLL, CBRE, Cushman & Wakefield, which are 80, 100 plus year old companies. We wanted to create something that is homegrown, but to that level of professionalism, which is what we have set out to achieve from 2013. And we have goals, we have a vision for the next few years, and hopefully we are on the right path.
What your vision? Can you share a little bit?
Our vision is to be one of the largest real estate companies in the region by 2020. That is really the vision of Banky International, which we set out in 2013. But obviously it is, with the amount of development and the amount of real estate companies that are there in Dubai, there are a lot of challenges that we faced on the way, but that has only made us stronger. Today we are a 40 plus member team. We have 2 offices across Dubai and we are on our way to set up more offices. We are looking at having a presence in other countries in the Middle East like Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman over the next 18 to 24 months.
Okay, and what was the dream or problem that you have had that brought you here?
Well, the dream, there was no problem as such. The dream was always to create a better life for yourself, for your family, to improve the standard of living, the quality that the quality of life that we had or we used to live back home. Everyone aspires to do better. And I think I am extremely grateful. I think Dubai has given me and a lot of expatriates a lot. The potential in the city, the amount of effort that you put in is directly proportionate to the result that you get. So It is primarily to improve your quality of life and standard of living that brought me to Dubai.
Maybe you have something to share.
Of course, I came to Dubai to make money. Definitely tax free. Back home, you pay 40% tax, and at the end of the day, yes, your traveling time. You go from your home to your office, and to visit any sales call, any meeting. You spend 3 hours on the street, like traveling. From Mumbai. Mumbai is a very busy city. So when I came to Dubai first, 2006, it was, of course, there were challenges initially, because without a car you cannot commute. At that point in time, there were no metro, there were no trains, and the public transportation was not that good. But now, of course, they have changed the city in last 10 years. But now, at that point in time, they were challenging. So you had to basically get your driving license and so on. So, but once you got your driving license, the city is very good. The traveling time, you can visit anywhere, from north to south in 20 minutes, in Dubai. So where in Mumbai it used to take 1.5 hours, 2 hours, if you want to go to town.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So firstly, the amount of time you had here, basically you can spend that extra time making more calls. You were always more energetic here, wherein you can make more meetings, and definitely which leads to
more money,
more transactions. Because of course you're coming from a sales background. At the end of the day, we all have to believe we have 60 odd years, a lifespan, average. Okay, working lifespan would be 30 years. I wish it could be 200 years. You can create that wealth, but no, you have 30 years, so you have to basically maximize that time. So time is money. So at the end of the day, that time well spent here, definitely that what made me stick on to Dubai. Okay, that ease of traveling. Okay, people were very friendly out here. Anywhere you used to go, you feel at home.
Can you give us some step-by-step guide of your success, if you have some?
Well, I don't think that there's a step-by-step guide to be successful. I simply prescribe a dual approach. One is hard work, and second is perseverance. There is absolutely no substitute for hard work. If you're willing to put in the effort, then coupled with the support and the infrastructure provided by the government, like how Porush mentioned, you can grow exponentially. So you put in the hard work, you just have to have the ability where you refuse to quit. The approach that I will simply not quit, and there is no substitute for hard work. These two things in this environment will take you a long way. Today, if you see the businesses that have set up 40-50 years back, today in Dubai people have started coming maybe 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, but there have been business houses that have been here for the last 40-50 years. Some global business houses that have been set up, whether you take the likes of Landmark Group, Jashanmal Group, the Choitrans Group, the Lals Group. There's so many companies that have been set up over the last 40-50 years, and their approach has been primarily hard work. Yes, they were there at the right place at the right time, because obviously there was a lot of wealth that this country got because of oil and oil exploration, which was the opportunity that the businessmen got. But if they were not willing to put the hard work, then they wouldn't be where they are today.
Okay, and my next question, yes, it's about what were the obstacles that you met on your way to success? Of course, life is not perfect, so I guess you have some obstacles, or had some obstacles.
Well, I would like to say that obstacles or failures are a stepping stone for us. There was a very interesting quote I had read a few years back, is that we lay the foundation, our foundation, with the bricks that are thrown at us. So the obstacles that are thrown at us, the challenges that are thrown at us, the failures that come to us, it would be absolutely inappropriate to say that we haven't faced challenges, obstacles, or failures, but they have been a very, very critical part of our success. So just to name a few, in this market you'll see there's a lot of competition. competition is something which makes you want to strive harder, to grow more. There have been times we've seen that we have lost business because of competition. There have been other people who have been at the finishing line before us. That has been an obstacle in our success, but that has only challenged us to make sure that the next time we are ahead of the game. Like you know, when you know you're competing with other people, there is never a day that you can afford to be complacent. That is one of the obstacles that we faced.
I don't see that there is any bureaucracy or anything else which or any roadblocks in terms of carrying your business or doing. Of course, every industry for us, the challenge is to get good people, because that's the raw material for our business. It's we are not into manufacturing. It's not machineries. It's about human being, people. So that's the biggest challenge what we face in our industry. Okay, to get the right kind of people, and I believe it's growing. Today companies are spending a lot of money, to retain good talents. Okay, to hire good talent, and a lot of training programs and so on. So I totally believe that's the only challenge. I believe most of the companies,
have in Dubai.
To get good kind of people.
Great. And what would be your advice to people who dream about coming in Dubai? What will help them to succeed? Give some advice.
Sure. The most important thing is you have to have patience. Okay, you have to give this country 6 months. Okay. Once you have given 6 months, you have settled down. Trust me, you're not looking back. Okay. Of course, you have to. I take into consideration, if you are anyone who wants to be successful, have to be successful. Will be only successful if he's working hard. That's the ingredients. That's the basic requirement. Of course, you have to be hardworking. You have to be very dynamic. All that is prerequisite to be part of this lovely city. No doubt about it. But I think that they already have it. After that, patience is very important. Okay. Because there are challenges initially, because you have to build relationships. Okay, at the end of the day, when anybody is coming from anywhere across the globe, they come to the new city, new place. They have to settle down. They have to build relationships, because that's very, very important. Today, businesses are done on relationships. Okay, so that's the key factor. So of course, it will take some time for them to settle down, build relationships, and then do business. And of course, the most important thing, which is follow up. Okay, you have to be regular. You have to be disciplined. Okay, because again, sometimes what happens is, okay, discipline is the key. You start, you get into once you have. Of course, when you are here, that means you already have a job. Otherwise, you cannot come and stay here. So if you have a job with the company, you have to be very much disciplined. You have to have regular follow-ups. Make sure you are putting in that much effort. Okay, so once that's done for 6 months, a year, you are settled. Then you are in, and then of course there's no looking back. You will definitely grow. Okay, and because there's a lot of opportunities, as Neeraj said, hard work will pay off, because that's the key to success.
Do you have something to add?
Well, I think Dubai is a dream. I have been living this dream for 12 years, and it almost feels like unreal what is happening in this city, the level of comfort, the quality of life, the standard of living. I don't know anyone who came to Dubai saying that they will be here for 1 year and go back to Dubai. In fact, most of the people say that they will come here for a couple of years and go back to their home countries. And invariably, I would say 70% of those people, every time you meet them after a few years, we've decided to stay on for a few more years. You must have heard that very often.
Yes, all the time.
And next thing you see, that person has been in Dubai for 8 years, 10 years.
In more.
I came to Dubai saying, I'm going to make some money, 2 or 3 years in Dubai and back to India. And 12 years counting, and I'm still in Dubai with no sign of me going back home.
Okay, and what would you say to His Highness if you would meet him?
it's very ironical you ask this question, because unlike other countries, there's a very, very good chance that you meet His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. You know, I was at Dubai Mall shopping the other day with my wife, and we walked out of the store, and there was an entourage of 8-10 people dressed in the national dress, and I put my head up, and that was His Highness, and obviously I couldn't approach him and talk to him because of the entourage. But if I were to see him again and I had the opportunity of speaking to him, I would just go and tell him thank you. Thank you for providing us with a city that is safe and, more importantly, happy. Everyone in the city is happy. He's given us a happy and a safe city to live in, where we have absolutely no concerns, no fear, and we wake up every morning excited to go to work, to spend time with the family, to go out in the evening. That is what he's provided us. So thank you, His Highness.
Thank you very much for this interview. I wish you good luck and good sales.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.